lawsuit.
Yeah, because it was sloppy. You know what I mean? Jeezy left. You know what I mean? Jeezy went somewhere. I was coming with him, and the manager told me to stand down. You know what I mean? He's like, Jeezy's cool. Jeezy went to the hotel room. You know, guess his girl, whatever was there, whatever may have you.
And you said you saw the dead body, bro?
Yeah, I seen the dude on the ground dead. He was keyed over, dead. You know what I mean? That's what made me call a security call. Like, yo, the bus is shut down. You know what I mean? Ain't no in and out. When we came back off the bus, I came off the bus to get food, and it had a couple of people for us outside, and the police had everybody. So the police ended up seeing us. I went and I got some food, and when I came back, they came back. It was like, where you coming from? I'm like, the bus. You just see me came off the bus. And you know, they wanted to go on the bus, search all this shit, and they searched the bus. They found my handguns. I had an AK-47 in there. But when a gun is broken down, it's not a gun.
The same AK you bought after you snatched Rick Ross' chains? Or
same AK-47. Same one. That's my boy. He stayed with me. The last encounter made me really have respect for Rick Ross.
Is it true, man? I know you mentioned that you had a little situation with the dude from Triple C's, one of Rick Ross's former artists. I don't know if he's still on his label, Torch.
Yeah, Torch came. We was in New York again, cause we used to be in New York a lot. You know what I mean? And that's the bodyguard that hired me. That's when I started taking his position, cause Jeezy see I was moving. Like, this guy's corporate, but he's street as fuck. But I'm playing it like, you know what I mean, like basketball on an NBA level though, Michael Jordan shit. You know what I mean? I'm not reckless then. I'm gonna let you play yourself out, and I'm gonna strike you. But if the cops come, who hit first? Him. They're gonna go with you. They're not gonna go with me, because I defend. You know what I mean? I don't get out my job title. You know what I mean? So Torch came over, and I know he was a Triple M artist, because I do my background check. You know what I mean? I got, you know, just like they doing their check, I do my check. I didn't see. I remember we even see Wale too one time. Wale was in the bathroom. Wale had his pendant, the Indian chief head. I was up there in Atlantic Records. He went to the bathroom. He came with his chain out. When he went to the bathroom, he put his chain in his shirt. I busted out laughing. But I left Wale because I know he was soft. And not like I'm calling him out, but I'm just saying he wasn't ready for what's going to happen. I see him at a label. You know what I mean? And Jeezy told me to leave him alone too. You know what I mean? But I'll just fucking take his shit. I'm just saying, because I'm in go mode. I'm just saying, coming from the streets. You know what I mean? But Torch came up and
Yo, where are y'all at in New York? No, I'm saying where at?
In New York. And when I seen Wale at one time, that's New York. That's in Atlantic.
No, I'm talking about Torch. Was this at a club?
Yeah, a club. And he come, he like, let me holler at Jeezy. I like Jeezy ain't doing that, because certain nights my client tell me what they want. No pictures, dread eye, you know, I ain't fucking with nobody tonight, you know, whatever they got going on. So I'm not really on go mode, but nah, we ain't doing that. That's the first thing I tell him. Oh, I'm this and that. Yo, we're not doing it. Bye. So he came, he's like, let me holler at Jeezy. They're like, nah, we ain't doing that, you know what I mean? And he did, I told him something, and he told me, fuck me. I was like, fuck me? Nigga, fuck you. I swing and I knocked him a punch, and we started fighting. And I started fighting because I whooped the fuck out of him.
Oh,
At that time, he ain't do shit. I picked him up, I slammed him, I ate him alive. That time, I was bench pressing like 450. Yeah, I was in the gym like a monster because I was getting closer to the client, so, you know what I mean? There's different size bodyguards, but that don't mean nothing. If I could lift more than my body weight, what's a nigga to me? You know what I mean? So I was in there cracking 4 and change. You know what I mean? So that's how I was able to pick him up, slam him. You know what I mean? I worked the fuck out of him. You know what I mean?
Damn.
But it was just defense mode though. It's my client. You know what I mean? That's my property, so you can defend your property.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
You know what I mean?
So around what time did things start to go left? With you and Jeezy?
When we went to California, we was on a Wiz Khalifa tour, the same one Clem was talking about. You know what I mean?
You talking about the Camp Capone interview?
Yeah. But Clem mentioned it the other day. It was I forgot the name of the tour. Shit, it was in my head just now.
Was it Up in Smoke?
Up in Smoke tour. Yep. We went to California. The promoter gets killed.
Take that from the top. So you said, hold on.
We was on tour for 30 days. and this is the last 2-3 days of the tour. The last 3 days of the tour. The Friday night, the promoter, he got killed at the venue. But what was like crazy about it, he was Jeezy's after party promoter. You know what I mean? So he got killed outside the bus. It wasn't like exactly our tour bus. It was like, I think it was an equipment truck that takes the equipment to the shows. You know, the speakers.
Exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
So it's like 2-3 trucks down from us. I remember coming outside. Wiz Khalifa had an effect. It used to go off like a bomb. And the camera guy, David, he was like, you heard those shots? And we all started laughing on the bus because there wasn't no shots. You know what I mean? Like, you know, we didn't. And then a little while after, like 30 minutes after, yo, you hear pop, 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 pop. You know what I mean? So I was like, yo, those are shots. So, you know, we wait a little while because you don't know, like, shots fired. Give it a second before you rise up, or, you know what I mean? You might run into something, a bullet or some shit. When I came out of the bus, I seen a guy sitting down dead. Like, he was like leaning down dead in front of the Mack truck. So I called a security call. I was like, the tour bus is locked down. Everybody back inside. I locked down because, you know, we ain't got nothing to do with that shit. Everybody on the bus. Ain't no fucking back and forth or police thinking you coming from somewhere or coming. You know what I mean? The bus is locked down. I locked down the bus. Everybody back on. I locked down on the bus. The cops came, they left, and it was weird. I told them. And the venue was bad, though. And why I say bad, out of the 30 days of the tour, is a Google Stadium, I think it was. Some shit it was in the Bay. And I told him, he was there. I said, this is the worst fucking venue I've been to. He said, why you say that? Because I say I had people jumping the fence. 5, 6 guys, Mexicans, blood, Crips, all type of niggas was jumping the fence. They was overpowering the security. The little white guys up front, they was coming out, it was like, we with Wiz Khalifa, or some people came in, it was like, they with Jeezy, and it was like, they with you guys. I was like, nah, they ain't with us, but they overpowered them. You know what I mean? So, the venue was very slack. Sloppy. It was very sloppy. You know what I mean? And I feel in family, if they was going at anybody, need to go after the fucking venue.
Lawsuit.
Yeah, because it was sloppy. You know what I mean? Jeezy left. You know what I mean? Jeezy went somewhere. I was coming with him, and the manager told me to stand down. You know what I mean? He's like, Jeezy's cool. Jeezy went to the hotel room. You know, guess his girl, whatever was there, whatever may have you.
And you said you saw the dead body, bro?
Yeah, I seen the dude on the ground dead. He was keyed over, dead. You know what I mean? That's what made me call a security call, like, yo, the bus is shut down. You know what I mean? Ain't no in and out. When we came back off the bus, I came off the bus to get food. And it had a couple of people for us outside, and the police had everybody. So the police ended up seeing us. I went and I got some food, and when I came back, they came back. It was like, where you coming from? I'm like, the bus. You just see me came off the bus. And, you know, they wanted to go on the bus, search all this shit, and they searched the bus. They found my handguns. I had an AK-47 in there. But when a gun is broken down, it's not a gun.
The same AK you bought after you snatched Rick Ross' chains? Or
same AK-47. Same one. That's my boy. He stayed with me. You know what I mean? And furthermore, R.I.P. the King, he was the next security, but he wasn't licensed. He was good with his hands, though. But he ain't licensed, so I'm the only licensed security. So I got a big boy, because the tour bus got like 8, 9, 10 people on it. I might have to regulate some shit. The handguns is cool, but my 47 gonna do it better. You know what I mean? So that's the reason for having a rifle in the first place. You know what I mean? It's not there to do anybody nothing, but might need to regulate. Or niggas might have rifles. I'm gonna get mine. You know what I mean? Change my pitch. So what you call it? So they searched the tour bus. They declared them not fired because you know you're gonna smell gunpowder. I never forgot. They went and they did me wrong. The cops, they so dirty. I say, they asked to open the guns because they searched the bus. I was like, don't I supposed to be present when you searching my shit? You know what I mean? I gave them the keys to open the shit. They went, they opened it, they ain't let me be present. The guy came back out because obviously they had a thing with my rifle. Because it was like the rifle, they ain't say nothing about the handguns, but it was like it couldn't be the rifle because it got cobweb in the chamber. Like I tell you, I don't play with guns. I bought that gun, took it to the range, and I always keep it. I keep it oiled on, but in the barrel had cobweb. I don't play with guns. The gun is there, it's a 47. You can bury a 47 and pull it up, crank it, it's going to fire. It's not like an AR-15 that needs to be nurtured or cleaned all the time. An AK, that's why an AK is so raw. You know what I mean? Because you bury it, you drop it in water, pull it out, crank it, it's going to let go. And it's not going to jam. You know what I mean? So they cleared the guns, they cleared the buzz. They held us up there for like 9 hours, I believe. The first time, this guy understands the experience for me. I seen almost like 100 cops with shields and dogs. I ain't never seen no shit like this before. I'm from the island, so I'm like, and they had us by the stadium, by the stage. And they had us, I remember I went to use the bathroom, police following me, they watching me. I'm like, the fuck is wrong with these cops, yo? Like, but it's a weird moment because you know how America is. Cops be killing innocent people. They do it on camera and they still get away with this shit. You know what I mean? So I'm kind of like my vibes off, but at the same time, I'm not going to lay it out, you know what I mean? But there was stereotyping, there was some bullshit. So we came out of the bay. They let us go like 4 or 5 in the morning. Because the show ended like 9:10, so we left like 4 or 5 in the morning.
So I was there for a minute.
Yeah, we were there for a couple hours, bro. That shit was crazy. We was there for a couple hours, but my pistols was broken down. So when a gun doesn't have a clip of one in the chamber, it's not a gun. So I had a gun breaking out, the gun over here, the clips over here. Like, I know what I'm doing. I understand my job in the business. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody teach me. I watch fucking criminal TV and shit. I'm just saying I understand my job description. Ain't no nigga teach me nothing. I heard one dude on Facebook, Instagram, but he taught me, yo, well, I learned I came from the islands with. You know what I mean? I'm just being honest, you know what I mean? Ain't nobody trained nothing. The streets trained me. The streets of the Virgin Islands trained me.